He was possibly the most popular announcer to ever broadcast for the Cleveland Indians. From 1932 through 1953, Jack Graney was the voice of the Cleveland Indians. Jack Graney was the voice of the Indians during the times of Earl Averill, Joe Vosmick, and Hal Trotsky, Mel Harder, Johnny Allen, and then even into the championship years of the Bob Fellers, Lou Boudreau, Ken Keltner, Bob Lemon, Early Wynn and Larry Doby, Al Rosen. Jack Graney brought it all to the homes of the people of Cleveland with a crisp and stirring delivery. He had the sort of delivery that would set the scene and describe the scene, make you feel like you were there. And this, while even he was not there because of the road games in the 30s, they called the games often off the telegraph wires, and also during World War II because they didn't have the money to have the broadcasters travel. They get the results off the ticker tapes and then describe the scenes with a flowery style that didn't bury you in numbers but put you on the scene. Late in life, Jack Graney said he'd have nightmares about calling games and getting confused with the events that were happening hundreds of miles away. For example, putting the base runner at third instead of second, and then when they scored, calling them in the wrong order. Then you get hundreds of letters the next day. Why did you do that? The thing about Jack Graney is that he was a player, and he's getting ready today to take on the 1925 Washington Senators. Jack Graney is believed to be the first player to become a radio broadcaster.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers, Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's one. Three strikes, you're out at the old game.
Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian in Apba Baseball Classics. We've had our introductions, we're ready to play ball, and Dutch Ruther takes the mound and he's completed his warm tosses for the 1925 Washington Senators. Ruther has appeared once in relief in the tournament. He pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 earned run, and got the win. Joe Sewell steps into the box for the Cleveland Indians, who must win today to stay in this tournament. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. 32 is a 26. That's going to be a ground ball to second base, taken by the Washington second baseman. Bucky Harris, who's also the player manager, throws to first. 1 away. We're playing with basic Apba, except for stealing, we'll use master ratings. Joe Evans steps in the box, and he has been having a great tournament. Joe Evans is 14 for 28, 500 average with 4 doubles and 4 RBIs. 46 is a 22, fielding column 1 for the Senators. That's going to be a ground ball to first base. Joe Judge has it and flips to the pitcher covering, 2 outs. Here is Tris Speaker. 51 is a base hit for Speaker. Fast runner at first with 2 outs. He is a D18 stealing. Roy Fox might just hold. All right, here is Elmer Smith. 6-6 roll for Smith. That's a hit column roll. And 65 is a double over first. Speaker will score, and the Indians are ahead 1-0. All right, Washington scored first yesterday. They held on for a 4-3 victory. Today, the Indians are on the board. 41 for Larry Gardner. That's a ground ball to shortstop. That'll end the inning. But the Indians lead 1-0. Senators coming to bat. Jim Bowdy takes the mound for the Indians. He was their ace, but he struggled in the tournament. He's pitched 14 2/3 innings, given up 9 earned runs. Did not figure in any of the 2 decisions that he pitched in. He's got Sam Rice leading off for the Senators. Fly ball to center field, and that is caught by Tris Speaker. 1 down. Bagby is a grade A pitcher with a Z modifier. Here's Bucky Harris. 1-5 is a 10. That's going to be a single to center field. Bucky Harris gets it started for the Senators. C21 stealing. That's not too bad. Bagby's move to first is 0. And the catcher, O'Neill, throwing arm is +2, so C19. Let's see, that's going to be 11 through 41, about a 2/3 chance to steal second. There's 2 outs. There's 1 out. Goose Gosselin is the hitter. Doesn't have an extra 31 for the hit and runs. And he gets an A. He could take away some base hits on that chart. So here's the pitch to Gosselin. They're not hitting and running. 43 is a 29. Ground ball to the pitcher. Or Y. He doesn't have a Y, so that's a ground ball to the pitcher. Harris goes to second. 1-3. There's 2 outs. And now Joe Judge. Joe Judge is 5 for 14 in the tournament. Here's the pitch to Judge. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Elmer Smith is under it, makes the catch. That's the end of the first. We go to the top of the second. Cleveland 1 and Washington 0. All right, to lead off the top of the second inning, we have the bottom portions of the Cleveland Indians lineup: Johnston, O'Neill, Wamsgans, and the pitcher. Unlike the 1954 Giants when we were playing them, they only had 4 or 5 hits in the entire tournament in their last 4 batters. But these Indians have been hitting at the bottom of their lineup. Johnson's 9 for 25. O'Neill's 4 for 25. That's not real strong, but Wamsgans is 7 for 23. That's over 300. Here's the pitch to Buck Johnson. 25 is an 8. That's a fly ball to center field. Sam Rice is under it, makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Steve O'Neill. Tris Speaker is the current manager of the 1920 Indians, but Steve O'Neill later on became a big league manager himself. 64 is a 38. That's ball 1. 6-6 roll, hit column roll for Steve O'Neill. 23 is a double for the catcher. He doubled in his last bat yesterday, and he's got a double here to put him in scoring position. The Indians are threatening again. Here is Bill Wamsgans. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. Sam Rice is under that and makes the catch. Should mention that Steve O'Neill is a slow runner, so the Indians are playing it safe on the base pass. Jim Bagby, the pitcher, comes to the bat. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bagby. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Bagby. And 16 is a double that's going to score the runner, O'Neill. Bagby helping his own cause makes it 2-0 Cleveland. Top of the order to Joe Sewell. Dutch Ruther gets a sign. He goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to the shortstop, Joe Sewell, recently added to the roster of the Indians. 43 is a 29. That's going to be a ground ball back to the first baseman. who flips to Ruther. 3-1. That's all for the top of the second. Indians add 1. It's 2-0 Cleveland. Bobby Veach will lead off the inning for the Washington Senators. 61 is a 40. That's foul ball. Strike 1. 22 is a line drive single for Bobby Veach. Average speed, not a threat to steal. Here's the Senators' third baseman, Ossie Bluage. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, and the left fielder, Joe Evans, is under it, makes the catch, 2 away. Here's Roger Peckinpah. The batter now is Roger Peckinpah, the shortstop. 6-5 is a 35, field in column 2. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher. 2 outs. And now Muddy Rule, the catcher for the Senators. Muddy Rule is struggling in this tournament. He's 2 for 18. Here's the pitch to the Senators receiver. 24 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. His struggles continue, and we go to the top of the third. Indians 2, Senators nothing. Here is Doc Evans walking up to the right side of the batter's box. Doc Evans was a real doctor after his playing days. Doc Johnston, the first baseman, I don't think was a doctor, but I do know Evans was for sure. 65 is a pop out to the catcher. We're using the 2011 book, which has pop out for that result to catcher. The current book is the ground ball to first base. Tris Speaker. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Roger Peckinpah. Throws to first. Speaker is retired. Here is Elmer Smith. 42 is a walk. E22 stealing, not bad. With 2 outs he can go, but Ruther is a +2 to his favor, move to first, and Muddy Roll is a +2, so take 4 off the Steelers' rating. E18. Well, 11 through 36, slightly better than half, not great. Smith will hold on and see what Larry Gardner can do. 310 hitter in 1920. Here's the pitch to Larry Gardner, 41. That's going to be a ground ball toward the shortstop. Peckinpah has this one, fires to first, and that's the end of the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-1 Cleveland. Check that, 2-0 Cleveland. Dutch Ruther will hit for the Senators. 1-2 is a 25. That's going to be a ground ball to second base. Ruther is the first out. That brings up Sam Rice. We've talked about this before on the channel, but Sam Rice underwent a lot of tragedy in his life. As a young 22-year minor leaguer, he went off to play in the minor leagues. His family got hit by a tornado back in Indiana, and they were all killed, plus a couple of extended family members, all wiped out in a single day by a tornado. And then he went into the Navy, and the Navy got involved in a Mexican revolt, and he had nine shipmates got killed in that mess. So he knew tragedy in his life, but he played baseball and made it to the Hall of Fame. Fast runner, great defender, and maintained high averages. 350 was his best that he did in best to date for 1925. Here's the pitch to Sam Rice, 64. It's going to be a 9 against an A as a ground ball to the shortstop. Joe Sewell is up with it and throws out Sam Rice. Here's the player manager for the Senators, Bucky Harris. 23 is a ball hit on the ground as well to second base. Harris is the second out. Or actually, that's the third out. That takes us to the top of the fourth inning. Cleveland 2 and Washington nothing. Doc Johnson will lead off the top of the fourth for the Cleveland Indians. They're up by 2, and they have been scoring throughout this tournament. They have scored 46 runs in 6 games, a 7.5 average. Ruther has been holding them down. Here's the pitch to Doc Johnson. 21 is a fly ball to left field. That's the first out of the fourth. Here is Steve O'Neill. O'Neill is coming off a double, and he finished yesterday's game with a double. 44 is going to be a solid single for Steve O'Neill. His bat is heating up. 1 out, runner on first. They'll play it safe. He's a slow runner. Bill Wamsgans. 24 is a 27. It's going to be a ground ball to Ossie Bluage, who throws to Bucky Harris, and then over to Joe Judge, a 5-4-3 double play, ending the inning with no score. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Cleveland 2, Washington nothing. The double play, if it's not the pitcher's best friend, it's at least his good friend. Burt Blyleven says it's the pitcher's good friend. The triple play is the pitcher's best friend. Here is Goose Goslin. 1-6 is a 28. That's a ground ball to shortstop. 1 away. Here is Joe Judge. 6-6 roll. That's going to be a hit column roll for Joe Judge. 62 is a double for Joe Judge. With 1 out and a runner in scoring position, Bobby Veach comes to bat. Bobby Veach was a slugging outfielder who came up with the Detroit Tigers organization and once finished second to Ty Cobb in the American League batting race. Here's the pitch. I think that was 1913. We talked about that a day or two ago. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Tris Speaker has got it. Throws the ball back into the infield quickly, and the runner holds. Here's Ossie Bluage, third baseman. 6-5 is a foul out to the third baseman. That ends the inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Bagby's throwing a shutout through 4, 2-0 Cleveland. Jim Bagby will lead off the top of the fifth inning for the Cleveland Indians. He is the first pitcher to hit a grand slam in the World Series. And he was also father of Jim Bagby Jr., who pitched for the 46 Red Sox. And when Bagby Jr. took the mound for the 46 Red Sox in the World Series, the Bagbys became the first father-son combination to pitch in the World Series. Here is Luther. Pitch to Bagby. 21 is a fly ball to left field. 1 away as Bobby Veach puts that 1 away. Top of the order, Joe Sewell. 61 is a ground ball to third base. 2 outs. Here's Doc Evans. 1-2 is a ground ball to second base, taken there by Bucky Harris, the throw to first. 3 up and 3 down for the Indians. Go to the bottom of the fifth inning, Cleveland 2 and Washington nothing. Jim Bagby was one of the last 3 pitchers to throw 30 victories in a season. We talk about records that won't be overturned. That's probably one that's not going to happen. Not going to happen this year, and probably never for a pitcher to win 30 games in a season. Here is Roger Peckinpah. 23 is a 26 hit on the ground to second base. The second baseman for the Indians, Bill Wamsgans has it, throws to first. That brings up Muddy Rule. Struggling in this series, he's grounded out to, or struck out to, let's see, 32 is going to be another problem. That's going to be a fly ball. No, 32 is a 26. Ground ball to second base. 2 outs. Pitcher Dutch Ruther. Not a very strong hitting card here. 24 is a swing and miss, strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Senators. So far, Jim Bagby has allowed 3 hits, no walks. He's got the Senators by the throat as we go to the 6th inning, 2-0 Indians. All right, these two teams have kept the scorecard pretty clean through the first 5 innings. There have been no errors and only 1 walk. Dutch Ruther has Tris Speaker, Elmer Smith, and Larry Gardner, the heart of the Cleveland Indian order. Tris Speaker comes to bat. He's going to want to stir up some trouble here. Here's the pitch to Tris Speaker. 1-5 is going to be a base hit, and Speaker lines one in the center field. He is on. He's 2 for 3 today. No outs. Elmer Smith, a .316 hitter, will come to bat. Hate to hit and run with A and B pitchers because they take away some hits on that chart. And he does not have an extra 31 on his card, so he's going to hold. Here's the pitch to Smith. 43 is going to be 29. That's a ground ball to the pitcher, or Y. Dutch Ruther has a Y, so it's a called strike for strike 3. Larry Gardner. 33, that's trouble. That's a 0. Second column roll is 25. That's going to be a triple along the right field line. That will score Speaker 3-0 Cleveland. Here is Doc Johnston. 5-5 is a 7. That's going to be a single to left. Scoring Gardner. Cleveland 4 and Senators nothing. Tribe has come to the ballpark today with no intentions of going home and being eliminated out of this tournament. Here is Steve O'Neill, the catcher. 2 for 2, single, doubled. Here's the pitch to O'Neill. 23 is a fly ball to right field. Goose Gosselin's under it, makes the catch. 2 away. Bill Wamsgans, second baseman. 1-5 is a 10. And Ruther is a B, so that's a single right center. The runner goes to third. First and third Indians. Brings out the pitcher, Jim Bagby. And 1-5 is an 8. That's a single to right field. Scoring Johnston. Wamsgans goes to third. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits in the 6th inning, the Indians have extended their lead to 5-0. They might get more. Here is Joe Sewell. That'll do it for the pitcher Dutch Ruther. That brings in Veen Gregg. He's a grade C with a W modifier. He'll be grade B for same-sidedness, pitching to Joe Sewell. Runners first and third. I think Bagby's a slow runner, so they'll take it safe on the base path with the pitcher at first. Here's the pitch from Veen Gregg to Joe Sewell. 41 is a 24. That's going to end the inning. Ground out to shortstop, 6-3. But the Indians score 3 times. We go to the bottom of the 6th, Cleveland 5, and Washington nothing. Top of the order, and Sam Rice leads off for the Senators. They got a lot of work to do. They're 5 runs down. 52 is a ground ball. It's hit toward third base. Up with it is Larry Gardner, the throw to first, 1 down. Here's Bucky Harris. 44 will be a ground out to third base as well. Leon Goose Gosselin. 1-1 roll, that's a 2. That's going to be a triple to left center. Gosselin will be at third. First real threat of the Senators today. Here is Joe Judge. When you're down by 5, you can't get it all back at once. You got to take little bites. Joe Judge trying to take that bite. 56 is not going to get it done, and that's a 34. Pop up to first base. 3 outs. We go to the 7th. Still 5-0 Cleveland. Evans from Meridian, Mississippi leads off the top of the 7th inning for Cleveland. 32 is a 26 hit on the ground to second base. Bucky Harris has it, throws to first, 1 away. Here is Tris Speaker. 2 hits today, makes him 12 for 28 in the tournament. 35 is going to be another base hit for Tris Speaker. He's been on base all day. Let's see. Elmer Smith. 26 is a 29. That's ground out to, or fly out, ground out to the pitcher, or Y. Doesn't have the Y. So it's ground out to the pitcher. The runner goes to second. 1-3. Here's Larry Gardner, who tripled in a run in the 6th inning. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Here's the pitch to Gardner. 21 will end the inning. A fly ball to left field. Bobby Veach is under it, makes the catch. Bottom of the 7th, 5-0, the Tribe. All right, Jim Begbie is in his point of weakness inning. If 3 bad things happen to him, his grade will go down. Here's the pitch to Bobby Veach. 22 is the first bad thing. That's a single for Bobby Veach. Veach has average speed. Here is Ossie Bluish. 6-2 is a 26. Gets the fielding column 2. The fielder's choice. Ground out to second. He throws to short, covering second, to retire Veach, the base runner. Now Ossie Bluish is the runner at first base. Roger Peckinpah. 1-2 is a 4-6-3 double play. Top of the 8th, still 5-0 Cleveland. Washington Senators will change pitchers. They're going to bring in Curly Ogden, grade C pitcher with an R modifier. Duck Johnson will come up for the Cleveland Indians in the top of the 8th inning. 56 is a pop out to the catcher. 1 away. For the new subscribers who have joined recently, we're playing a 64-team tournament, and we are 133 games into that tournament. It started some time ago, and each team will play in a best-of-3 series to be eliminated. The teams were chosen as one pre-war team for each organization, one post-war team for each organization, plus 10 Negro League teams. There is one remaining Negro League team, very good team, the Hilldale Daisies, still in the tournament. And a lot of the modern teams that were in the tournament have been eliminated. Actually, the most modern team left is, I think, 1965. That's not right. 69 Orioles are still in, and there is one modern team, that's the 01 Arizona Diamondbacks. They're still in the tournament. So, but the rest are older teams, and we've got two of them here, the 25 Senators and 20 Indians. There's a pitch to Steve O'Neill. 1-1 roll for O'Neill's been swinging the bat all day long. squares this one up for a double. Steve O'Neill with a second double of the day. He's in scoring position with 1 out. Bill Wamsgans. 43 is a ground ball to the first baseman. Runner goes to third. Give the pitcher an assist on the defensive play. 2 outs. Here's Jim Bagby. .52 is a 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base, ending the inning. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-0 Cleveland. Money Rule leads off the last of the 8th inning for Washington. 5 runs down. 23 is a 33. It's a pop out to third base. 1 down. Rule is 0 for 3 on the day. Here is a pinch hitter for the pitcher. That's Benny Tate. Take a look at Benny Tate's card. He is a .481 hitter, 27 at bats. So this is going to be interesting. Here's the pitch from Bagby to Benny Tate. 24 is a 38. I think that's a ball. Ball 1. 52 is a ground ball to third base. And Benny Tate takes his .481 average back to the bench. Top of the order, and Sam Rice. .41 is a ground out to shortstop. The Senators go quietly in the 8th. It's the top of the 9th. 5-0 Cleveland. Joe Sewell leads off the top of the 9th. 41 will be a ground ball to the shortstop, Roger Peckinpah. Throws to first. Sewell's retired. Washington fans are streaming to the parking lot. 1-5 is a single for Doc Evans. Just Speaker. 33, Speaker has a hit column roll. And 1-2 is going to be a double. Evans will... He's not fast, I don't think. If he's fast, he scores. Let's see. No, he is fast. So he scores. Speaker gets an RBI on the double. It is 6-0. A few more fans get up and move toward the parking lot. Did they have a parking lot in Griffith Stadium? I'm not sure. It was built into a neighborhood. Here is Elmer Smith. 31 is a 9 against a D. That's going to be a single. And let's see what the base runner does. He scores. 7-0 Cleveland. We're starting to get up in mass now. Here is Larry Gardner. 35 is a 9 single. Let's see, runner stops at second. That's an infield single for Larry Gardner. And the Cleveland Indians have now stringed together 4 hits and 2 runs here in the 9th inning. Doc Johnson. 23 is a 26. Fielder's choice, 4-2-6. Retires the base runner at first. Runner at second goes to third. And Doc Johnson is the runner at first. Here's a hard-hitting Steve O'Neill, who is 3 for 4 today. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Steve O'Neill. 34 is a fly ball to center field. Deep, let's see, that's the 3rd out, so nobody scores. That ends the 9th. Cleveland 7, Washington 0. All right, Jim Bagby has only 1 mark against his point of fatigue. He will try to finish this game. We got Bucky Harris for Washington leading off, then Goose Goslin and Joe Judge. 1-1 roll, that's a hit column roll for Bucky Harris. 2-2 is a triple. Bucky Harris hits that one on the nose and goes all the way to third with no outs. 2 marks against Bagby's point of fatigue. Goose Goslin. Infield will play back. That run doesn't mean a great deal. All right, 23 is a 33. Pop out to the, let's see, fly out to the center fielder, and the runner scores. Puts the Senators on the board, 7-1. Here is Joe Judge. .64, the base is clear as a walk. That does draw Bagby's pitching grade to a B. 1-2 to Veach is a 25, and that is going to be a 4-6-3 double play, ending the ball game. Final score: Cleveland Indians 7, Washington Senators 1. We'll be back with a wrap-up. A red-hot Cleveland Indian offense was held down reasonably yesterday, held to 3 runs, and they lost. But they're back to their normal selves today with a 16-hit attack. Cleveland Indians got 7 runs on 16 hits. They committed no errors. Washington Senators had 1 run on 5 hits, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher was Jim Bagby, and the losing pitcher was Dutch Ruther. Several Indians had multi-hit games. Tris Speaker, Elmer Smith, Larry Gardner, Steve O'Neill had a big day, and even the pitcher Jim Bagby had a multi-hit game. So the Indians will move to Game 3 against the 25 Senators at Griffith Stadium tomorrow. That game will be an elimination game for sure. One team will have to go home. Your Cannonball Dick Redding star of the game is Jim Bagby, pitcher for the Cleveland Indians. It's fun to win baseball games. It's fun to be the winning pitcher of baseball games. And Jim Bagby's fun factor was off the charts in 1920. 31 games won, 12 lost, 339 innings pitched. We won't see the 30-game winners anymore. We won't see the 339 innings pitched again. Dizzy Dean did it in 34. Denny McClain in 68. But I don't think we're going to ever see that again. Jim Bagby Sr., the MVP of today's game. Tomorrow, we're going to have a deciding game, and the starting pitchers for that game will be Stan Kovaleski, another 20-game winner for the Indians, and Walter Johnson will be starting for the Washington Senators. Join us tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.